Return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. First down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. It'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a first down throw complete downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. We've got an interesting ball game here today, Charles, in Week 17. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably... And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
We're giving them cake, baby. They taking it and eating it up.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down. Swanson quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Looking to throw. Swanson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Swanson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Swanson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback on the keeper. Come on, let's get him. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Saints 3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, eluding the tackle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Swanson. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Jaguars 7, Saints 6.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final two regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do. And
they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run it with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Swanson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Swanson. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 11-yard touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Who wants some?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback keeps it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
40 yards.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route, because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. David Onyemata in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back now here live in New Orleans. Carter now throwing on 3rd and long. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Jaguars 14, Saints 6.
So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 3rd down, Swanson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Carter. And that is incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Swanson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Swanson. His throw incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
They'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Swanson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Keeps himself upright. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
This comeback journey has been unbelievable to watch unfold, and it's not finished just yet, partner.
Not even close, because this win, it locks up a playoff berth, and from the looks of it, this comeback story, it will be continuing well beyond just this season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't get...
Getting that win in Week 17 was nice, but the convincing loss in the wild card round brought me back down to earth, especially since I hadn't played great in a few weeks. Needless to say, I wasn't feeling too good about my end of the season debrief with the coach. Even though I had a feeling this might be coming, I was stunned when I heard the words come out of Coach's mouth. I don't even recall what I said, or if I said anything at all.
As best you can remember, what was going through your mind after that meeting?
It was time to call it a day. It was a hard decision to make, but I've been battling to keep my position since high school and wasn't sure I wanted to keep doing it. But we both know
There's my special guy. Ugh. Bring it in. Bring it in. Now, honest opinion? What do you think of the jacket? Bam.
it's,
Huh?
great. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Showtime, kiddo.
What's up, jabroni? So you here to steal my starting spot again? I think you're wasting your time. You know, I hung up my cleats a few years back.
Wasn't sure you were gonna make it.
What? And miss all of this? Not a chance. Hey.
You don't think it's overkill?
Overkill. That's overkill. This is legacy.
So is this.
You gentlemen ready? I've been fortunate enough to have the distinct honor
of accompanying these two men on their journey towards football immortality. From their early days here as the Heartbreak Kids, to their tumultuous time splitting reps in college, and finally, their illustrious careers in the NFL. I was able to document each moment of their unbelievable tale of friendship, rivalry, and ultimately, brotherhood. And you too can read all about it in my bestseller, All Heart, the Tommy Matthews Story, $12.99, online everywhere. All kidding aside, these two men exemplify what it means to be a true legend. Sacrifice, dedication, a willingness to go to battle with the man beside you, but most of all, heart. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure to honor these two titans of the game by dedicating them this: the Heartbreak Kids Field. Give it up for the Heartbreak Kids.
Got you, kiddo.